Right now, here at 11 o'clock, we are following the impact of 3 confirmed tornadoes that hit Kentucky last night at nearly this time. It is storm coverage from the WHAS11 night team. Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us on this Monday evening. I'm Doug Prophet. The National Weather Service in Louisville says tornadoes touched down in Jefferson County, specifically Fairdale. And a brief touchdown happened in Spencer County, right near the Shelby County line. Plus, a longer track tornado confirmed from Meade over to Bullitt County. Now, here's some of that damage in Fairdale here in Louisville, where trees toppled onto cars and into the streets. The National Weather Service saying this damage caused by 90-mile-per-hour winds, but even a stronger storm hit Meade into Bullitt County. WHAS 11 night teams Alex Dederer and photojournalist Levi Hammer found strangers tonight helping neighbors just starting the cleanup.
Chainsaws revving and sawdust flying.
We got a big old tree we're trying to cut up and clear a hole so they can get out of their driveway.
Sounds of cleanup underway after a confirmed EF1 tornado touched down in Bullitt County. 2 trees uprooted, branches littered in a yard blocking a home's driveway. The back window of a car shattered from the storm.
We was just helping them clean up.
Total strangers lending their chainsaws, tractor, and helping hands.
We was driving by looking at the damage and seeing the neighbors that can't get out of their driveway, so we went and got chainsaws and come to give them a hand, see if we can get them out.
Doug Ferguson lives 1 mile up the road from this home in Shepherdsville.
Drive by and honk and wave every now and then.
Ferguson and his son saw Nicole Skeeter Hayes, the homeowner, outside and knew they had to help someone they'd never met before.
We never would have been able to get out without their help. They've been absolutely incredible, and yeah, I've never met them before.
Skeeter Hayes, her husband, and their 11 cats were home, taking shelter in the bathroom when the tornado ripped through.
Like, we could just hear everything falling around us, and it was louder than anything I've ever heard. We didn't get hurt. The cats are okay. The house is okay.
Just down the road, a barn on Beech Grove Road ripped in half by the tornado. We're told that a shed that used to sit right here where this pile of rubble is was swept up by the tornado and thrown into the middle of the barn.
Thank goodness nobody was hurt, because it could have been worse.
Marty Stamper's stepson bought this barn a few years ago.
He actually used to go past this house on a school bus, and he told some of his buddies, he said, I'm going to own that one day.
Now, friends and family are picking up what's left behind.
You know, everybody was helping pitch in. So you know who your friends are when things like this happen.
Saying he's grateful no one was hurt, including the horses who were in the stable, untouched by the tornado, and now left taking in all the debris around them.
All this stuff can be redone, which, you know, so we're blessed with that for sure.
Friends, family, and strangers.
Never too busy to stop and help.
Lending a hand and helping their neighbors where they can. In Bullitt County, Alex Dederer, the WHAS 11 night team, on your side.
And what great folks there tonight. So true of all of Kentuckiana when we get into these storm situations. Well, the National Weather Service says a survey team in Bullitt County found wind speeds of 105 miles per hour from that tornado, and they are continuing to survey the area. So that was round 1. Wednesday night, we appear to be on the way for round number 2. Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell is here with me tonight, updating the timing and how severe it could really become. So, Mallory, are we talking tornadoes with this system as well?
Unfortunately, Doug, yes, that is another risk that we're looking at this week. So this will be Wednesday evening into Wednesday night, and honestly, it's lining up to look pretty similar to last night in terms of the timing. We could have some cells pop out at ahead of the main line, sometime late afternoon, early evening. Otherwise, that main line rolls in likely around sunset or after, taking us into the early morning hours Thursday. And once again, we are under a level 3 out of 5 for severe weather Wednesday evening into Wednesday night from the Storm Prediction Center. Damaging winds would be the primary threat, embedded tornadoes the second threat, and then of course we could see some hail as well. But once again, we've had 3 confirmed tornadoes so far from last night's storm system, 9 tornado warnings total, and the National Weather Service, they're going to be out again tomorrow surveying more of that damage. In the meantime, satellite and radar, of course, a lot quieter today. We dealt with quite a bit of cloud cover that kept us a little bit on the dreary side, certainly cooler with a northwest wind making it feel even chillier. Temperatures right now in the low to mid 40s across across Kentuckiana. So a cool night is on tap. And as those clouds continue to decrease, we are expecting those temperatures to also decrease. So we will be starting off tomorrow in the 30s, but we are expecting mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow will be a fairly nice April 1st with temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Once again, that is the calm before the next storm, because we are expecting strong storms Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. And then after that, rounds of showers and thunderstorms that will lead to a heavy rainfall and flooding threat. I'll be talking much more about that coming up in our 7-day forecast.
Yeah, you're right. That flooding going to be really the big deal. Thank you, Mallory. See you in just a couple of minutes. More news here for you on the night team. At Elizabethtown High School is offering grief counselors today after the death of 2 of their students over the weekend. The Hardin County Sheriff's Office says a rollover crash happened on a 2-lane road on the west side of town. Central Hardin High School lost 2 of its students and a recent graduate. You can see the debris from the rollover crash on St. John Road, but now there are roses and a cross left in the rain by friends. Officials say both juniors, Gerald Lyons and Tristan Schrouder, were ejected, thrown out of a windshield. They died from their injuries. Students recently on spring break telling us this is hard to process.
I mean, I've always had classes with both of them. They were both such a bright light in Central Hardin. Tristan, he always had a smile on his face. It was almost like he never had a bad day. And Gerald was always just so funny and always had something quick to say.
Central Hardin does have counselors available on site all this week, and they'll continue the counseling services as students head back into class next week. Right now, new on the night team, a group rallying at the Big Four Bridge downtown on the waterfront tonight to show love and support on this Trans Visibility Day. The day is meant to raise awareness for the discrimination against transgender people.
You matter. We are speaking out through our anger because you matter.
Because I would rather my son be out here and be visible, and that I wouldn't have to be out here invisible in his stead. I tried my best to protect him from this type of hate and bigotry that's happening right now. And if I can't protect him, then I'm more than happy to stand up here and try to protect whoever I can.
Kentucky State Senator Karen Berg there of Louisville was asked to speak at the event. Her trans son ended his own life after struggling with mental illness. She continues to fight for acceptance on his behalf. Again, the rally tonight at the Big Four Bridge. Recently, the Kentucky legislature passed a bill that does not cover hormone therapy for people on Medicaid. Louisville Metro Corrections releasing a new website dashboard today that shows how many people are in the jail and what they're charged with. This dashboard, updated now, was first released in 2023, but had been down for the last 6 months until Focus reporter Travis Bree started asking questions about it today.
Jails and prisons are out of sight and out of mind.
Kyle Ellison has been following the changes at LMDC. He also used to work for the Kentucky Department of Corrections and train officers in the 70s.
I've been involved in incarceration issues for more than 5 decades.
He's had to find new ways to get his data from inside the jail for the last 6 months. Mayor Greenberg and Chief Jerry Collins announced the dashboard in April 2023. It worked until this past September when LMDC switched to Jail Tracker for inmate information, and the dashboard needed to switch as well.
It's also our understanding that they took the opportunity to make some improvements to the dashboard itself.
Amber Duke with the ACLU has been pushing for more health-related data when the dashboard relaunches. As I was about to film video of the error message on the old dashboard saying it was under maintenance,
did they just do it today?
I noticed the new dashboard had gone live and started checking it out.
The old LMDC dashboard only showed you the top 5 offenses that the most people in the jail were being charged with. This new one released Monday has over 24 offenses, starting with assaults at 680 or 32% of the inmate population, and going all the way down to the charges at 0% or 1 total person.
This is much better than what was before.
The dashboard goes back to October 2021 for some data sets. There were 1,500 inmates housed then. It reached a low point of 1,100 in 2023 and is now back up to 1,400 this week.
But if you don't have somebody to summarize this and analyze it, how are our council members going to use the data?
Focus reporter Travis Breeze with his story there. Now Major Jason Logson, who's the public information officer for the Louisville Metro Corrections, the jail, told WHAS 11 News over email today, quote, the switchover between the old and new jail management systems has been in the works for months, end quote.